A very good morning, students. Today, let us discuss about concentration terms. The basics of concentration terms like percentage mass, percentage volume, ppm, normality, molarity, and molarity has been discussed in the last two sessions. In the earlier session, we have discussed the numericals associated with concentration terms. And today, this may be the last session on concentration terms, and we discuss some more concepts associated with mixing of acids and bases. And now, presently, firstly, I am going to discuss about how to mix different acids and bases. And what is the net outcome? Let's have a look. Students, case 1. Let us take case 1. Case 1 is if two acids are mixed. If two acids are mixed. Now, here you got one acid. Here you got another acid. So this acid is having molarity M1, volume V1. These having M2 and V2, and these both are mixed. Okay, two acids. This is acid 1 and this is acid 2. And net resultant, the question is, what is the resultant molarity, MR, resultant molarity when you mix these two? So here there is a mixture of two acids. This is acid 1 plus acid 2. In this case, the formula is given by M resultant molarity is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2 by V1 plus V2. Similarly, you can write in terms of normality also. Resultant normality is equal to N1 V1 plus N2 V2 by V1 plus V2. This is case 1. For example, if you take three acids, so acid 1, acid 2 and acid 3. If you mix, for example, if you take here HCl, acid 1 is HCl, acid 2 is HNO3, acid 3 is H2SO4. If you mix these three, and resultant molarity is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2 plus M3 V3 by V1 plus V2 plus V3. Similarly, resultant normality you can also write like this. Okay, here N1 V1 plus N2 V2 plus N3 V3. Here you can write into V1 plus V2 plus V3. The same thing, if you divide, we get the same thing. So this is how. So when two binary mixing, two acids are mixed, or when multiple acids are mixed, so what is going to be the outcome you have learnt in case 1. Similarly, case 2. So let us see case 2. So case 2 is as follows. When two bases are mixed, two bases are mixed, what happens? So same thing here, same formula you can use here. You can use here the same formula as acids. So this is base 1, this is base 1, and this is base 2, and is having N1 V1 as normality and volume. It is having N2 V2, and naturally the outcome will be resultant normality. So here NR you have to find. This is base 1 and this is base 2. In this case also, resultant normality is given as N1 V1. One second. Can write properly. So resultant normality is equal to N1 V1 plus N2 V2 by V1 plus V2. So both cases normality or molarity can be calculated this way. Now let us see the third case. Now third case, case 3. The case 3 is as follows. Now when an acid, one second, when an acid and base are mixed, what happens? Neutralization takes place. Neutralization takes place. So in this case you have an acid and you also have a base. Agreed? So here you have an acid, here you have a base, and acid is N1 V1, base is N2 V2, and when you mix acid and a base form salt. So these are reactive or non-reactive, it all depends. Okay, again chemistry will vary. Acid plus base, and resultant normality is how much? Very simple. Resultant normality in this case will be N1 V1 minus N2 V2 by V1 plus V2. Similarly, resultant molarity also this way only, M1 V1 minus M2 V2 by V1 plus V2. So this is how. So when you want to find the resultant molarity or normality, so you can use these formulas. Now I am going to teach you an interesting relationship between molarity, molality and density. So no need to scratch here, there is one relationship. So if you remember that formula, you will be very comfortable in solving questions in the examination. So I am going to establish now the relationship between molarity, molality and density. Have a look here. Now so let us take here, students, I am taking here for your understanding molarity as capital M, molarity as small m, density as d or rho you can take, and molecular weight as, I am taking molecular weight as M1 for our understanding. Okay, now you are very much convinced so that molarity definition is weight by molecular weight into 1000 by volume in ml. So now I am taking moles. Now the weight of the solute as A by molecular weight is how much? M1 into 1000 by V. So 1000 by volume. So here I am taking, what is this? This is nothing but mass of the solute. So mass of the solute, here I have written M1 into V by 1000. So this is equation number 1. So here from molarity equation, just mass of the solute I kept it aside and it is 1. I think it is alright for you. Now let us see the next slide. Now you know very well molality definition, molality. So from molarity what you have found, students? So from molarity you found mass of the solute, and now let us take here molality. What is molality, students? Weight by molecular weight into 1000 by weight of the solvent in kg. Agreed? Now weight of the mass of the solute already you have taken A, molecular weight is taken as M1, and capital W is the weight of the solvent, weight of solvent, or you can say this is also called mass of the solvent. Agreed or not? You can write this as mass of the solvent. I'll write properly. Let us take in simple words. It is mass of the solvent. Now this mass of the solvent, you from this you simplify and write here mass of the solvent. So students, in the earlier case, what you have got it, first one, mass of the solute. Now here you got the mass of the solvent. What is the reason? I'll tell you the reason. Let us go to the next slide. So you know very well, students, density is equal to mass by volume. Here this is the mass of the solution, right? So mass of the solution, how to write? Mass of the solute plus mass of the solvent by volume of the solution. This is called density D. I hope you understood. So here you will using the formula. Okay. Anyhow, now let us go back. Now here, students, in the last case, you see here last case, this mass of the solvent contains mass of the solute. So that first value go back. So from 1 you got mass of the solute. This A value you substitute here into A value, substitute here. Okay. This value should be substituted from 1. To be substituted from 1. I hope you understood. Now let us go back to the front side. So here this value is substituted here, A value. Okay, this is the value of A. Okay, clear? Now if you calculate, now without A you got mass of the solvent. Now in this case mass of the solute is not there, only mass of solvent is there in this relation. Now students, I already conveyed to you. What is conveyed? Density is equal to mass by volume. So this mass is equal to what? Mass of the solute, that is A, plus mass of the solvent. What is the mass of the solvent? W, capital W, by V. Now already you calculated, this is A value, this is W value, this is from first equation, this is from third equation. You substitute here. So you get D is equal to M1 by 1000 plus capital M by M. So if you take here, so this M as common, so naturally this relationship will be, this is the relationship between density, this is molarity, this is molality, and this is molecular weight. Now in the examination, whenever these relations are given, so you can effortlessly, understand so how to basically relate this. I hope you are very clear, students. Now let us move forward. So on the basis of the derivation which you have learnt just now, I would like to offer basically a illustration for you for better understanding. So let us see the illustration. Now in this illustration, what is given? Let us see. The molality, that is small m, the molarity, that is capital M, of H2SO4 molecular weight is M1. Agreed or not? Solution are 94.13, 11.2 respectively. Find out the density D. Now you got a relationship between molarity, molecular weight, and density. The only unknown is density. So this is the relationship which you have derived from the earlier derivation. So M is molarity 11.2, 11.12. Now this is the molarity small m. Okay, this is the molecular weight, and this is M1. This is molecular weight, and by 1000. So directly you get the density. So here there is no effort associated with it. The effort is only memorizing the formula, understanding how the derivation has been carried out. I hope you understood, students. Now let us move on to the next question. So there is a question this way. The question is as follows: what volume of water should be added to 400 ml of 0.5 molar HCl so as to get 0.2 molar solution? It is a very simple question to solve. You can solve this question by this method also. M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. Let us take this one. M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. What is M1? So here volume we don't know, V1. M1 is how much, student? M1 is what volume of water should be added to 400 ml of 0.5 molar. So to get, so what volume? To get 0.2 molar solution. Okay, so Now this is 400 into 0.5, 0.5 into 400, right? Yeah. Now here you get volume V1 you'll get. Agree or not? So you calculate here 400 into 0.5. How much? It comes out to be 5 by 10. That is, it gets cancelled. So this is 5 by 10. 25, 200. It comes out to be 200 by 0.2. Okay. So it comes out to be around check out 0.2. It comes out to be 1000 you got. Okay, 1000 ml you got. Students, now volume of water already 100 is there. So V1 minus V2 minus V1. So V1 minus V2 is the volume of water added. So 1 second, just let us see here. Now what I am saying is volume of water added is V1 minus V2. It comes out to be 1000 minus 400. It comes out to be 600. So this is the answer. Now if you want to have a shortcut, okay, already 400 is there, so remaining 600 you have to add. Now see here, if you want to remember the formula, remember this formula, same formula only, V1 into M1 minus M2 by M2. So similarly, it's very simple. So M1, which is M1, this is M1, M2, I hope you understood. So M1 minus M2 by M2 into volume. I hope you understood. This is the simple formula you can remember, or you can use, you can employ. So the basic understanding. So first of all, you got the volume in this 1000 ml is there, minus 400, that is the volume of water to be added. I hope you understood, students. Now let us get into the next question. Now you have learned the mixing concept, mixing of acids, mixing of bases, and mixing of an acid and a base. So let us solve a few numericals associated with it. So what is the calculate the normality of the solution obtained by mixing 100 ml of 0.2 normal KOH and 100 ml of 0.1 molar H2SO4. It's a very, very, very interesting question. So I'll take you the new slide, okay, to explain this. First of all, take two solutions. So one is KOH, another is H2SO4. Okay. Now what is required here? Normality. Don't mind you. Okay. So first one, 100 ml 0.2 normal, first case. So first case 100 ml N1 is 0.2 normal is given. Okay. Now here V2 is equal to how much and N1 is equal to how much? Let us see. Okay. Now go back and read. 100 ml of 0.1 molar. So 100 ml of 0.1 molar. Here molarity is given. Okay. M2. This is okay. Now here it is 0.1 molar is given. There is a formula between, there is a relationship between normality and molarity. What is it? N is equal to Nm. What is N here? H2SO4 gives 2 H plus ions. So what is the basicity, valency factor? Basicity is 2. So 2 into 0.1, that is equal to 0.2. So normality is 0.2. Because here molarity is given, you have to convert the molarity into normality, and there is relationship N is equal to Nm. I have given the derivation basically in the earlier class, please check out. So normality and molarity, I have given a relationship, that is normality is equal to valency factor into molarity. Yeah. Now in this case, now you solve it. So N1 V1, what is the formula? Resultant normality is equal to N1 V1. Now it is minus N2 V2, because here this is a base and this is an acid. So you have to do by V1 plus V2. Now if you solve, so you can see 0 you'll get, because both gets cancelled. Okay, you can see here both are same. Okay, this is 0.2. I hope you understood. So this is how you can solve question. Now both is solved means complete neutralization. There is no net acid or a net base. That is understanding. Complete salt only. No excess acid is remain or excess base is remain. It's a wonderful understanding, physical understanding. Now, let us understand the next question. What will be the normality when 200 ml of 1 normal of NaOH mixed with 100 ml of pure water? Very good question. Now, students, try to understand what will be the normality. So, of 200 ml. That means some N1 is not given. Okay, V1 is given. Okay, is equal to N2 is given. How much? 1 normal. Okay, mixed with 100 ml of pure water. V2 is given. So, very simple. Now, substitute, you get. So, it is N1 V1 is equal to N2 V2. That means very simple, students. Here you have NaOH solution. Here you have NaOH. How to understand this question? Here you have NaOH solution. Now you add some water, 100 ml. Naturally, it gets diluted. It gets diluted. Here you see 1 normal solution initially is there, 1 normal. Now it is diluted to 2 by 3. That means less than 1. So when you add water, what happens is it become diluted. Concentration solution become diluted. You can see in the physical terms also it is diluted. So always numerical means it's not that blindly you apply the formula. It's not that. So what is happening? What is the physical sense? So you should know basically. Yeah. Now let us see the next question. So calculate the resultant normality of the solution obtained by mixing 100 ml of 1 by 5 normal HCl and 30 ml of 1 by 10 normal HCl. This is nothing but 1 by 10 normal. See, 1 by 10 normal. You can write like this. For example, 1 normal you write like this. Na? Similarly, 1 by 10 normal. You can also write n by 10. Don't get confused. Okay. N by 10 means 1 by 10 normal. 1 by 2 means you sometimes they give 1 by 2 semi normal. Okay. So don't get bewildered by, you should understand these things. Okay. Yeah. Students, now here what is mixed? First try to understand what is mixed. Mixing is between HCl and another HCl. That means two acids are mixed. So the formula is N1V1 plus N2V2 by V1 plus V2. It's very simple direct formula. So 1 by 5 and here 1 by 10. So 1 by 5, 1 by 10. So one case is this is V1 and this is V2. Okay. And you just get 0.125 normal. It is a very plain question. You should know basically what is added and what formula to apply. Next, let us understand the next question, students. Now, calculate the normality of solution obtained by mixing 0.01 liter of 1 by 10 normal NaOH and 40 ml of semi-normal NaOH. Very simple, students. See, you have seen one question. The question involves the mixing of an acid and a base, H2SO4 and KOH. And you have seen the previous question, it involves the mixing of two acids. Now, here the question is associated with a mixing of two bases. Say both bases are NaOH only. Now, very simple. So, this is V1, this is N1, okay, and semi-normal. Semi-normal is N2, okay, this is V2. Very simple. So, semi-normal means 1 by 2, that is the meaning. Semi means deci. Deci normal means 10 power minus 1. Centi normal means 10 power minus 2. Okay. Semi normal means, so that means half. Students, these things you should know, students. Okay. You are expected to know these things. Okay. Sometimes exam will give you deci normal 10 power minus 1. Centi normal 10 power minus 2. Semi normal half. Okay. Now you substitute these things, you will get a 0.42 normal. If you don't know what is semi-normal, so naturally you will be at risk. Okay. Now let us see the next question. So this question is a pretty interesting question. Okay. This question is asked many times in the competitive examination. So let us focus, please. Yeah. What volume of n by 2 and n by 10 must be mixed to prepare 5 liter of n by 5 H2SO4? Now, students, here what volume of, so here try to understand, students. So here something is given, this is N1 is given, for example, this is N2 is given, for example, okay, and this is NR, resultant normality is given. So what volume of 1 by 2, that is semi-normal, this is semi-normal, this is deci-normal. I told you already, 1 by 10 is what? Decinormal. 1 by 2 is what? Semi-normal. So a semi-normal solution is given. A decinormal is, both are mixed, semi and decinormal must be mixed. To prepare 5 liter of, okay, N by 5 H2SO4. So 5 liter is resultant volume V1 plus V2. So here formula is NR VR is equal to N1 V1 plus N2 V2. So here VR is nothing but V1 plus V2. So this is the formula actually. So first of all, N1, what is N1? 1 by 2 into volume, we don't know x, but total how much? 5 liters. So other will be 5 minus x. Understood? So 1 by 10. So this is 5 total V1 plus V2. I hope you understood, students. So total volume is given V1 plus V2 is nothing but VR. So VR is given how much? 5. Understood or not? So if one is x, other will be 5 minus x. So you get the x value, and naturally you get the 5 minus x value also, 3.75 liters. So I hope you are very clear. This type of questions are very important. So let us solve another question. Okay. Calculate the volume of 0.1 normal NaOH that should be mixed with 0.2 normal NaOH to prepare 2 liter of 0.125 normal NaOH. These also same, the question is on the same lines. So try to understand, students. Here calculate the volume of 0.1 normal. Let us take this as N1. That should be mixed with 0.2 normal. Let us take 2 as N2. Okay. And the resultant is NR. This is also fine. Okay. To prepare 2 liter, that is VR, V1 plus V2. That is equal to VR. Understood? So 2 liter. I hope you know. If one is x, other will be 2 minus x. Try to understand. Other will be 2 minus x. So this is the resultant normality NR. Okay. And naturally, so you get the x, and from that you get 2 minus x. So 0.5 liters must be added. So to get the desired resultant normality 0.125 NaOH. So you should know, for example, you are mixing here. You are mixing something, you should understand here. So you should know what volume should be mixed. But for example, you are mixing N1 something, N2 something, and you know resultant volume VR. Okay. But what volume to mix and all, you don't know each. That's pretty important. So if you take one as x, the other will be 2 minus x, or whatever is given. The resultant is 2. I hope you understood. So I mean, try to contemplate. So how the question is framed and formulated, or designed, so or presented, so that you should unfold. Okay. So what has been given, students? Let us see another pretty interesting question. Okay. Yeah. What volume 95% H2SO4 density is given 1.85 gram per centimeter cube, and what mass of water must be added to prepare 100 centimeter cubed of 15% solution of H2SO4? It is a pretty interesting question. First of all, be pleasant. First of all, so you want to answer this question, you should understand the question properly. So what volume of 95% H2SO4? Okay. So try to understand. Here volume is asked. Understood? Yeah. So 95% H2SO4 density. That means from this you get the molarity. If this is V1, this will be M1. Okay. Now, excuse me, students. Excuse me. Yeah. What mass of water must be added? So here, what is given, students? Volume is given. That means V2 is given. And from this you can calculate M2. Let us see here. Okay. Now you know very well molarity is equal to weight by molecular weight into 1000 by volume in ml. You know formula. Okay. You know very well volume is equal to mass by density. Here mass I can take W by density. Now I can write here W by M into 1000 by, so W by D. Now I can write here W by M into 1000 into D by W. So this is the formula for, so when density is given. Now students, now you can calculate very easily. See here. Now first one, M1 for the first case. First case is this one. 95% means what? 95 grams of the solute is dissolved in 100 grams of, I hope you understood, 100 grams of the solution. Understood? So here weight by, this is molecular weight, weight by mole, this is weight. So 95% means what? 95% means 95 grams of the solute dissolved in 100 grams of the solution, right? So 100 grams of the solution, this is the molecular weight, into this is density. I hope you understood. This is the formula, density. This is the weight. Weight is how much? 100. This is the molecular weight, is I have written here 98. So how much is getting? 17.93. So now I got M1. So V1 I have to find. Okay. Now I have to find M2 from this value. So let us go forward. Now M2 is equal to, now what is given? How much percentage is given, students? 15% is given here. 15% is given. So 15% means what? 15% means what? 15 grams of the solute in 100 grams of the solution, grams of solution. Now this is the molecular weight, this is capital W, this is the solute. Okay, now this is the density. You get 1 point. So I got here M2, I got here M2. Now I know M1, M2 and V2. Substitute the values, you get volume is equal to 9.4 centimeter cube. Okay, now in the question, volume of water added. So I told you already, you can use two things. 100 minus 9.4, you get 90.6. Okay, this is the 9.4 you got. So 100 already is given already. So 90.6. Or else you can use this formula. I told you the volume of water added, there is a formula V1 into M1 minus M2 by M2, you should remember. So directly you get 90.6. And you know what mass is asked actually, what mass of water is, volume into density. So naturally 90.6 into 1, that is equal to 90.6. So because students, you just go back and check out the question here. What mass of water must be added is given. So already 100 centimeter cubed is there. So remaining will be 90 only, you have to add. So that question you should know. So here I hope you are very clear. So check out here, 100 is given already, minus here volume is 9.4 you got here. When you calculate, you got 9.4, you get 90.6. So today's class you have understood. So how to mix acids, okay, or bases, or acids or bases, to get the resultant normality. So and when volume unknown is given, so how to find out? Okay, when your concentrated mixture is diluted, how to find? And when you add some water, so what is the amount of water you added, you can find. So these are the some of the things where this area which you are expected to know, expected to exploit also by solving more and more questions. So in the next session I am going to come up with a new concept that is called equivalent weight concept. So thanks for bearing. Good day. See you.